Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Resentment is like drinking poison, and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Difficulties break some men but make others. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden, but never extinguished. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. I like friends who have independent minds, because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Lead from the back end, let others believe they are in front. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. Do not look the other way. Do not hesitate. Recognize that the world is hungry for action, not words. Act with courage and vision. The purpose of freedom is to create it for others